Angela Wilson is known as the Mind Power Lady. She is the creator of Achiever's Superpower, a personality that focuses on serving ambitious, non stoppable global achievers with one stop service. She releases the secret three-step formula for global achievers to permanently terminate tragic falls trapped by emotions while pivoting to each new level of success and live with a sense of freedom beyond cradle to grave. Interesting topic, isn't it? This is the Guiding Voice podcast series, the Guiding Voice for a Better Future. Friends, I'm your host Navin Samala, just a fellow IT professional, but on a mission to make the world a better place to live. Through the Guiding Voice, we drive conversations that matter, conversations that add value to your life and to your career. Thank you so much for joining me. Angela, I'm super excited to meet you, and you are beaming with energy, and your energy is infectious. And I'm super glad to welcome you to the Guiding Voice platform.
It's my pleasure to be here. I would like to say hello to all your audience from Brisbane, Australia.
Awesome. All right, so let's get into the conversation. And I was going through the work that you are doing, right? It is quite impressive. And you have touched an area which not many are keen into getting into it, especially when it comes to human race, which has been kept suffering with sparks right from the cradle to the grave. And we see so many achievers, right? They end up in vain. All of a sudden, all that glory is lost, and regardless of how powerful or successful they have been, right? So why does this happen?
Yeah, this is happens is by default because the human being, just like other species, although we think we are high intelligent compared with other species, like a fish, like a cow, like other animals need to be consumed by human, by other species. Yeah. And the human being is just one, like a food chain. Like a human being is also in the universal ecosystem. So ecosystem control human being like control other species. So how universal ecosystem control human being? That is a true invisible hypnotic web, which is connected with our unconscious mind. Most people know that it is inaccessible, but this is why, or doesn't matter how successful we are, we can be or billionaires, celebrities, even Bollywood star, can, attract in depression, anxiety, ADHD, or car accident, sudden death at a young age, that's normal. Unless we take control of that part and understand how to break the control, break the curse. Otherwise, we cannot escape the control.
So you mentioned about this hypnotic web, right? How does the universal hypnotic web trap work on a human's whole life journey? I'm really curious.
Okay. So this is a very unique topic. Put like this, many different practice. They are different. Some people understand the personal development. They maybe learn all kinds of technique. They also understand the yoga, or maybe they do meditation, or maybe they learn from different religion, try to actually free themselves. But why couldn't? Because the hypnotic rhythm actually working on very special part of the mind, which is unconsciousness. But if connected with a spiritual practice or religion, actually is connected with that part of the mind. People try to get calm down, like people do meditation, relax, and they try to find within the power. But why hard? Why people, if they use meditation, have to work the lifetime? But if we spend a lifetime effort working on it, that means we never enjoy. When we say we enjoy, that means we already break the control, then enjoy another level of life, right? What happens is that webs working on that part of mind connect with our six senses. So we react to the reality. If we see something not present to us, we get angry, yeah, or we feel jealous, yeah, or feel depressed. That's because we respond to the reality. That's through the unconscious mind. But if we know how actually can take control, use our ambition, then what happens? We will be able to redirect that kind of energy through the direction actually break the control. That's very interesting part. How that works through different parts of the body. Everyone individual is different. So rather than we have to working hard on meditation or use other practice while we want to focus our time to make more money, yeah, to be more productive, right? Then if we focus on use other methods that we are not able to shift the mind to our work, we end up waste the time, yeah? But if we are able to use that part of the mind energy and working on the body, use our ambition in real life, real business chasing. For example, you do the broadcasting, yeah, you can do more broadcasting and do more work. If you do more work, focus on that energy to break the control.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you use all relaxation, yes, I relax. When you relax, what you can do? You cannot do broadcasting. Make sense?
Yeah, it does. It does. And how to break the spell of this hypnotic web trap so that,
Okay.
yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's a very good question. I think all of your audience want to know. There are 3 steps, very clear, 3 steps. First, we need to understand where the control is inside our body. When I say inside our body, I mean the package of body, mind, spirit. Yeah. And understand where is the loophole, energy loophole. Then once we understand, then we know how to redirect the energy. Rather than allow the energy to put us down, feel depressed, feel anger, feel jealousy, or feel stressful, we can actually shift the energy. That's step 3. Transmute the energy into the power. Basically, this is like the process. Actually, you can use that 3 steps to shifting your energy to the power. Then you feel the energy of inspiration. If you practice more, understand how to do it regularly in every day. So basically, you will make it become your second habit. It's like you take a breath. Yeah. You take a breath when you have a shower, when you are in the meeting, when you are running, when you are driving. Yeah. And this technique, when you practice more, that become your second nature. When become second nature, you just make it autopilot to get rid of the control on that spot. It's like this. It's like if a casting come to you, yeah. If you, for example, if you are driving on the way, then you see, okay, something broke your vision on your glasses. You can easily click, and then the swap will clean the window for you, right? When you're driving, that's it. That's become part of your function.
This is excellent, and I'm really curious. How did you discover this, and how was the entire Achiever superpower created?
Okay, that's a really, really good question. That remind me childhood. India is a country. Most people actually are very spiritual. I believe the India is a spiritual country, right? And many people maybe already know. Yes, since you are from India, your audience may be a lot of from India, and many people actually may understand that some people can even remember their life before this. I was born, remember, have the memory. I was born, carry the memory. Then when I born in a doctor's family, and my both parents are Western medical doctor, while my father is a herbal medicine doctor with the 10 generation. In old time, we resided in residential building of city hospital. So my parents didn't have anyone else took care of me. What they did is they actually take me with them in their daily routine. Can you imagine a little newborn baby and grow up as a toddler? Every day saw death. Newborn baby, immature, and have ears on the cheeks and died. And they have a newborn boy was bandaged on the bench. Nobody wanted.
That is
And
scary.
then their car accident and people die in a sudden because of car accident, or local celebrity, and they have a lot of power and they suddenly have a cancer. Or a couple, they fight, they argue with each other, then took a poison. Then the doctor put a tube in their nose and put their body upside down on the bamboo bed and wash their stomach. That's scary to me. So I saw death every day. So I was wondering where I come from, why I'm here, why people are suffering. Is this the life I'm looking for? Although I couldn't talk like an adult. I couldn't talk like an adult, but in my mind, I am an old soul. I know exactly this is not a life I will enjoy. I was thinking, why should I working so hard, grow up and study and get a job or run a business? Then at the end, in a sudden, maybe second day, I suddenly have a car accident, die. And then I end up lose everything. Why should I make an effort? So that's the time I told myself, I don't want to die. Every day, whatever I do, I want to generate the assets. Like I put money in the bank. Yeah. So every day, everything what I do have to bring me more power, so I can live freedom forever. So that's a time, every day I recognize I was living in the fear of death. Really, I can feel the anxiety and depression in me and worry of death. So I told myself I will not let it happen. The good thing is, as a little baby, your body basically was clean, right? You didn't eat too much toxic, food or the stuff. Then I can sense energy travel inside my body. I can sense the vibration. That's the time I recognize, if I actually move the energy inside of my body to different parts, actually I can immediately release all the tension on the spot. Every day when I go back home in the evening, nobody bothers me, and I start working on my body, and I recognize I can clean up the whole tension from the daytime. So at the age when I was 6, one day my father took a notebook which have description of our destiny. It was said one of our big sibling will have a miserable future. I was shocked, and I asked my father how to change it. My father looked at me like I'm an alien. He said that nobody can change destiny. That's a moment I decide I have to make sure every day I dominate my destiny. I will not allow unwanted car accidents. I wanted all this kind of tragedy happen in me. That's why this Achievers Superpower was created. So along the decades, I basically polished that program to face majority of people, especially for now it's come to the level designed, especially best face ambitious people. That means the more ambitious you are, more ambitious, more aspirational you are in the better place that you can free from the pain, from the suffering. Because I was this kind of person. I didn't want anything to control my destiny. And this program is designed for people like that.
Yeah.
But even people think, okay, I want to be ambitious, but I didn't know how. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then you just need come through the 3-step training with me. Then you can move towards that direction. Become the warrior, can dominate your destiny. Live internally without waste the time or meditation. Of course, meditation is good. You can pass your time as a lifestyle, but if you really want to dominate your life, then you have to use a special technique designed to survive.
So if somebody is interested to enroll for this program, right, and if they would like to contact you, how do you want them to approach?
Yeah, they can just go to the website achieverssuperpower.com. There are a lot of free education information. Mm-hmm. And also they can find a free a consultation opportunity. They can just book with me.
That's amazing. So folks, if you're watching this episode or listening to this, you'll find it in the episode description or the show notes. and make best use of Angela's time and become the super achiever. That would be my key message. And Angela, this has been fabulous conversation, but let's lighten up the mood of our audience. With your consent, I'll kick off a quick rapid fire round. Is that okay?
Awesome.
All
No
right.
problem. I'm okay. Ask any question.
Wonderful. So I'm going to keep it very simple. I'm not going to put you on spot. So here comes my first question. Have you ever slept in through a whole movie in a cinema?
Yes. Sometimes, especially if I remember many years ago, if I really didn't really like the movie or the content is not enjoyable, I just use the moment to just rest in the theater rather than just sleep at home. Then when movie finish, I woke up. I actually had the experience, continue watch 3 movies and slept through 3 movies.
Oh my God. So typically in India, if there is extreme summer and all, people go to movie theater in the afternoon and they sleep. I've seen that practice actually, because there is a lot of air conditioning and all, especially those who don't have air conditioning, they go and follow that technique. So let me move to the next question. Have you gone skydiving?
Yes, absolutely. I have gone through skydiving in Fiji, and before I get into the plane, and the pilot tried to scare me. They want to scare you, generate the fear. Then suddenly you recognize you survive and landed. That's the experience they want to give to you. Then when he continued talking, and then he found out I didn't get the feeling he wants. Fear. He want to continue. I said, "You stop it. I teach people how to get rid of fear." They couldn't believe it. And then later on, they watch the video. They said, "Oh my God, I never saw that in my whole life." I said, "Skydiving is so boring."
Now, can you describe yourself in just one word?
I think boldness, brave,
Yes.
BOLD.
Yeah, boldness.
LESS, boldness. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever gone through the hot balloon trip, and what was your feeling in case
Oh
it
yes. I have done that in Fiji. I said, "Oh my God, my God!" Everyone said, "Oh, it's so hot." Balloon. The fire is burning my head. I said, "It's so boring." They said, "Why it's boring?" I said, "It's floating slowly." I said, "You see on the ground, on the grass, nothing there." They said, "How you will not feel bored?" I said, "Very easy. You put some tiger, wolf, your lion chasing us." And then I was thinking, "Oh my God, when you survive," then I feel stimulated. Can you imagine? You are on the hot balloon and the lion, tiger, wolf is chasing you. That will stimulate me, my energy.
Yeah. Quite interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
with that, let me fire the last bullet. So,
Mhm.
since you spoke a lot about this hypnotic web and all, and I got curious and I
Mhm.
wanted to ask you this special question. So, how would
Yeah.
human life look like, say, after 50 years or 100 years, once this artificial intelligence is fully developed and all?
Okay. That's very very interesting question. I actually have an article released in America about this. The COVID, regardless of how people gossip because of this country, that country, but there a higher level of reason behind the COVID. You see, what's the result for the COVID? Population decrease, right? Artificial intelligence, when we are in full development of artificial intelligence, that means we don't need so many humans on Earth. But how to get rid of this human? Human have to leave, disappear. COVID is just one method. So the whole universe, the Earth dimension where we live now, is heading towards full artificial intelligence. Stephen Hogan already talked about that. If you want to know detail, any audience, go to my website. I talk about that on my website. So after 100 years later, and the population will dramatically reduced. So if you don't have the skill, mental power, superpower to break the control of hypnotic rhythm, you will be one of the victims. So the only way to survive from the unpredictable future on Earth is to master Achiever's superpower. So you understand that you can live in two dimensions, two reality. If anyone watched the movie The Matrix from 1999, you was forced in the movie is Nick. Yeah, I think it's called Nico, right? He was forced to choose the red pill or blue pill. Achieve a superpower teach you to have both. Which means if you want red pill, red pill. You want have fun with blue pill, blue pill. That's exactly what the technique teach.
Awesome. So that's a fabulous rapid fire round. And with that, let's flip back to the mainstream. And before I let you go, what will be one key takeaway message from you for our audience?
I actually suggest everyone can hear me. Don't just live a life, work-life balance. Because with the mindset of life, work and the life balance, at the end you will not going to survive. You have to use your ambition. Your ambition is the energy source to help you to survive through the unpredictable future on Earth. So read more information on achieverssuperpower.com. You will understand. And if I can make it happen, you can.
That's fantastic. And it was a fabulous conversation, Angela. And thank you so much for all your insights. And thank you for spending your valuable time with our audience and adding value to the Guiding Us platform. I appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. See you next time.
Sure. Thank you. So, folks, that was our episode with Angela Wilson, who spoke about Achiever Superpower. And in case if you are interested to enroll for her courses, just visit her website. And before we move into the trivia section, here is a request to you. In case if you haven't subscribed to us, please subscribe from the app where you have tuned in from. Also, if you have loved the episode and found the conversation useful, request you to share with at least 3 of your friends or colleagues who can benefit from the guiding voice. Thank you so much in advance. Now let's cruise into the trivia segment of today's episode. Angela has touched about the artificial intelligence and its influence on human race. I will talk about artificial intelligent pets. Although real pets are lovable, but as per the pet bot developers, they have a few setbacks because real pets need to be taken care, like feeding, cleaning, which is massive and intensive task. In fact, I own a pet and I spend at least 30 minutes with her, just feeding her, taking care of her and all. Likewise, and at times it takes at least an hour a day. So likewise, it is quite intensive. If somebody is keen on raising a pet, but they don't want to get into this cleaning stuff, feeding stuff and all, here is a good news. AI pets will be available in the market very soon. And they are kind of robots that look, feel and act like a real animal. But they eliminate like issues faced by the owners. Like you don't have to feed or clean them. And it is expected that AI-driven pets will be widely available in the market by 2025. So wait for another 2 years and own a AI pet and share your experience on the platform in terms of how AI pets are being raised and all. So likewise, if you have any interesting topic recommendations or guest speaker suggestions, please share them through social media or email me at theguidingvoiceforyou@gmail.com. That's all for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Friends, I'm your host Naveen, just a fellow IT professional and a passionate learner on a mission to make the world a better place to live through the conversations that matter and conversations that add value to your life and to your career. Until next time, bye-bye. See you in the next episode.